Hi, this is Ankush Rekha Arun Sharma, and today's date is 27 March 2024, and today's my topic is Core Java, which is based on OOP. This is a technical topic. OOP. So let's discuss about the OOP. So what is the OOP in Java? OOP is a programming language, object-oriented programming, which is which is based on fully object. It is a fundamental concept. It is the OOP's main aim is to implement the real world entity. OOP has two key aspects, which is classes and object. So what is the object? Object is a kind of building block for the OOP, which contains attributes and the properties. It has three terms: state, behavior, and identity. Let's take an example of car. So for car, attribute will be or properties will be that car's color, that car's model, that car design will be the attribute, like a property. And after that, as I said, state means properties, and other one was the function, the behavior. So what is the behavior of car and what is the function of car? So it should be a cars to accelerate, to brake, or to take a turn. It will be the functionality, and the last one is identity. So what is the identity? Identity means the name, the unique name of that car. So this is the objects. This things, all things are objects, and class. The other feature, key aspect is class. So what is the class? Class is an object of. Class is a collection of object. Okay, sorry. Class is a collection of object. It does not consume any space. Like if you are creating a class, then if you are giving the name, then you cannot make space there. You cannot take space there. It consumes without any space. Does not consume any space, and it is a logical entity, and it is also known as blueprint. Class contains three terms. First one is method, field, and a constructor. So what is the field? Field means it is a kind of variables. When we start the program, we declare some data types, and we declare some whatever we declare it called variable. And in OOP concept, we don't call it variable, we call it field. So this is the key aspects of OOP. After that, there are some kind of benefits of OOP. First one is modularity. So what is the modularity? In modularity, OOP provides or it converts complex programs into the smaller program. So after this, programs get easier to understand, and it manages the data. We can reuse the data and maintain the data. After that, there are four kinds of pillars in OOP: abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance, and encapsulation. So in encapsulation, it protects the data integrity and it promotes the data hiding. In polymorphism, an object, different class can respond different at the same message. Different class can respond the differently to the same message, and it allows to the dynamic programming language. Dynamic programs only, not language. Dynamic programs. And encapsulation is I already said that data integrity and the data hiding implement होता है इसमें, implement. And inheritance means it has two types of class, child class and parent class. With the help of this we can reuse the data, and after that the abstraction means it represents data simplify to the object's functionality, and we can also reuse the data. And yeah, so I hope I have clarified my topic, which was Java. And yeah.